Hello, welcome. You're watching Headset VR. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to a brand new gaming video. Today I am in Silent Hill 2 using AFW in Praydog's UEVR injector. Now this is a fantastic little profile. And you've got a few things in here. I'll just quickly give you the brief rundown. You know, you've got a script down here that can change between whether you want to show your forearms, like I've got just here, or full body, snap turn, hide head. There's loads of stuff in here. Interactions, whether you want it mixed or vanilla. You've got all the basic additional controls there as well. You've also got option to toggle whether you want sprint and stuff like that. Now there is also an additional mod that you can use if you wish, made by an excellent modder called Charlotte Liu. Now this mod can be found on Nexus, and what this does, it provides like manual reload, some weapon holstering, a grab to use map, a stab to inject syringe, potion drinking, physical dodging. It does also support haptic suit, tack suits and sleeve supports as well. So I'm just going to give you a very short demo of some of these things. So first of all, I've got a gun in my hand, and the way you get your gun in your hand is you grab with both hands and aim like this. And then you can shoot on your. You do also have holster spots mapped out on your body, and if you press the B button to eject a magazine, like so, you can retrieve a fresh magazine from your left hip, like so. Put that in, and we're ready. How good is that? How good is that? That's just absolutely brilliant. So yet even more immersion on the same level as games like Stalker 2. Now this does apply with things like shotguns and the rifle as well. So it's not just on the pistol. As I mentioned, the mod implements 3 physical holsters: right, left shoulder, right hip, left chest. You can quickly access 3 items or 3 weapons by grabbing them from these holsters. But I don't have more than the pistol at the moment, so it's a bit of a moot point. I can't really demo that. And you can also grab a health drink with your left grip from your left chest slot, like so. And you can do that and heal a lot quicker rather than trying to remember in a panic what the buttons are. And if you get your right hand and right grip on your chest, appears I don't have one, but you can right grip on your chest to get a syringe if you've got a syringe, and use that if you wish. So it makes healing a little bit quicker, rather than, like I say, being a bit panicked on the fly because some weird absolute monstrosity is coming after you. Now you can also point your left hand at collectible items to grab it, a bit sort of like what you could do in games like I think it was Half-Life Alyx, like so, and then store it over your shoulder. You can also get the map with your right trigger, like so, and we've got the map. Right trigger to your left chest slot, and you've got the map. And then you've just got to come back and release it back in the same slot. It's just below my nipple, I found. And also, if you reach out to your left shoulder and press the left grip, apparently you can do it, but it's so subtle, the vibrations, that I can't exactly tell. There we go. Tell exactly where it is. So it's just above your left shoulder, it seems. There we go. And if you press right trigger and right grip, it brings out your melee weapon, and you can swing it like you normally can do with the other profiles. So it's all really cool. It's all really cool. And then if you want to change your weapon, just reach down to your holster slot, and you've got your weapons back. That's great. Well done, Charlotte Lou. Look out for the link for Nexus in the description. And this does all work with AFW and the most recent profile. There's loads in here. There's loads. And as I've been doing quite recently, we've been playing some of these games in AFW. Now, if you do want to see a setup guide for this, stick to right at the end. I'm going to show you how you get it set up right at the end for both NVIDIA and, of course, AMD users. Right, so with motion controls, with AFW, generally, I mean, I think this might be one of the most brilliant horror games you're going to get around playable in VR right at this time. Now, if you've tried Silent Hill before and thought, yeah, brilliant in theory, but the performance is a little bit choppy, you know, yeah, I do get that. So I'm just going to quickly show you the basics of what I've done with the settings to get this playable with, and let me just show you. That much FPS up there. Yep, as you saw it, that was floating around 120, and I've noticed it bounce between 60 and 120, depending on where I am. So this is not actually the setup part yet, but you know, it's not going to be much different from the end. So you go into the Unreal tab just here, and right at the top where you've got synced, you've got native, we go to alternate frame warping. But before you touch that, you have to go into the game settings. And regardless of what card you've got, I've got an AMD card, but I have to make sure I've got DLSS put on. I've put it on DLSS quality. Now, once you've injected, do not swap these settings, because it won't necessarily, for me, it's not cause any crashes, but it won't change your performance. You'd have to restart the whole thing to change your performance. So if you want to go on ultra quality, then you have to start the game and inject from fresh to get the ultra quality. But other than that, it's well, I'll just show you all at the end, so stick with us to the end. I just want to go through a little bit of this so you can see what's going on. I've tried it on the PSVR 2 and it couldn't seem to get more than 40 FPS. And I wanted to get, you know, good FPS that's worth showing you about. And you're not going to ruin my video. Right, so, I mean, I don't need to tell you about the gestures or anything like that. I mean, you just saw a bit of it in action, the kind of thing, and we got the hands and all that kind of thing. It's mainly about this number here up in the corner. I mean, my performance has sometimes been a little bit temperamental because I try and play on lowest settings, or sometimes too high. Well, sorry, I try to play on too high settings because I've got a 24GB GPU and think it can eat everything. But it doesn't always give the best FPS, sometimes 40 to 55. And if I drop on lower settings, it does tend to get better. But now with this, I've been getting treble figures. I mean, you can see there, 120 at the moment we're sitting on, 120 FPS in Silent Hill 2 in VR. It's always been a tricky one. The game runs in DX12. It's got some of the most demanding volumetric fog you're going to find in any Unreal Engine 5 title. And that fog is a stuff of legend from the original. They added it originally because the hardware couldn't render the full world. Now it's there for the atmosphere. And it's absolutely earned its keep. In VR, on your GPU, it's like, not today, Johnny. No. It's not really the best, really. Even on a decent rig, I mean, like I say, it gives me some problems. But you're making a compromise. You know, you've got ray tracing off, screen space reflections down, DLSS hammering into your performance mode, and it's not quite there. But enter AFW, UEVR's new beta feature, and like I say, this is a DX12 game, so precisely what AFW was designed for. Now, I must be honest, this game is on the backlog. I'm sure lots of PC gamers or VR gamers have said, well, you know, it's on the backlog. A new game comes out, it's on the backlog. And I would love to play more of this, but like I said, there's so many new releases that come out. It's like, try and keep on top of it all. This game will make anyone shit themselves. Okay. Well, if you have found this video a little helpful, then do me a solid. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe for more VR related content. If you haven't found it helpful, then you need to get to the end of the video and it will show you how to set it all up. But otherwise, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe for more VR related content on the channel. And I'll do regular UEVR setup guides, mods, and UEVR reviews as well. I don't do full game reviews, just to be noted, but I'll review how it's playable in VR using UEVR. We're not going to go into massive detail. I'm not that technically astute. But the main thing is it immersive? Is it fun? Is it scary or is it entertaining? Those kind of things. Is it easy to set up? That kind of thing. And we'll also try and find a few hidden gems, you know, games that you didn't know about that are great in VR. Right, so I'm going to give you 3 pros, 3 cons, because, like I say, I want to be straight with you. You know, I don't want to like mess about or anything like that. So AFD genuinely transformed performance on this specific game because it's DX12. Demanding fog and everything like that. Don't worry about it. It now runs smooth. So number 2, the jbusfield mod is one of the most complete UEVR mods that you'll get for any of these Unreal Engine games. It really is a transformative experience, and you forget that this is meant to be a third-person game. It's meant to be a third-person horror game, and now it's like a highly immersive first-person, almost like a proper VR game. And, you know, it's, like I say, it's one of the most complete ones that you'll find right now. Visible body, gestures, physical door interactions, it's the full package. And Silent Hill 2 in VR, and I mean this, is one of the most atmospheric experiences. The scale of this, you know, some of the bits in here, and I'm sure I haven't got to the worst of it just yet. You know, there is Pyramid Head as well. It's something else entirely. Those are the pros. Right, the cons. Setup, it's not plug and play. UEVR first, it's the jbusfield mod on top. You know, sort your graphics settings before you inject, and then, you know, it's a little bit of faff, really. It's a little bit of faff. And, you know, people like things nice and easy. Press a button, that's it, we're done. But you've got to do a couple of buttons, drop a few files, and then you've got to inject. And it's like, oh, it could be a bit of a drag sometimes. But AFW is still in beta. So most sessions are rock solid, but you may occasionally get a visual glitch. You know, nothing game breaking, but it's just worth knowing what's going on, like I say, because it is a beta. And 3, it's a Steam version only. So this won't work through Game Pass or any other storefront. It has to be in your Steam library. Right, so if you've been on the fence, this is a version you want to check out. This is a version that really does make it all the more worthwhile. So if you've tried this game in UEVR, pop your results in the comment section. What headset, what rig, what difference AFW has made for you. I'll respond to every single comment. So if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, comment in comment section. Right, this is Headset VR playing Silent Hill 2 Remake using AFW and UEVR. I'd like to say thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon for another video. Stick towards the end and I'll show you a setup guide. Right, okay, so getting UEVR set up with AFW is dead easy. You go to this link from PureDog's UEVR page. Link is in the description. And then from there, you just get the UEVR download, whatever you've downloaded it to, unzip it, and you get an injector exactly like UEVR. Because it is exactly the same. So just click on that, and then you go to the down arrow, choose a game of choice. If you want to import a config, you click on import config, go to wherever you've downloaded it to. In this case, it was in my download section. So click on open, and it's exactly the same. You choose your runtime and you inject at the appropriate point. Now, that's for an NVIDIA user. Now, for an AMD user, it's slightly different. But with both of these, you will have to go to the game settings before you inject and make sure you've got your DLSS settings set appropriately. Do that first, then inject. But as an AMD user, the first thing you have to do is you have to use Optiscaler. So what Optiscaler is, it will make your GPU think that, or the game think that your GPU is running an NVIDIA card. So you're basically spoofing it, because AFW does only work for NVIDIA GPUs. But this is a dead easy way of doing it. Right, so go to this link for Optiscaler, and I believe the download is either at the bottom, no, or it's right at the top. So you go where it says here, download latest build from here. Go there, and it's just down the bottom this time. So download Optiscaler, and whenever you've downloaded that, extract it. So this is what you will have, basically, apart from one slight difference. One file will be called optiscaler.dll, which is this one, but it's recommended that you rename it to dxgi.dll, or there are a few other recommendations as well. Optiscaler supports these file names, all just listed here. I've been using this one as it's the most popular one. Right, so what do you do with all these? Like I say, optiscaler.dll, you rename it, and then you copy all of these files. Right click, press copy, and then we're going to go to Silent Hill. So you'll see what I've already done. So go into Silent Hill, and you need to look for the launch application. So go into SH Proto here, binaries, Win64, and as you can see, I've already put these already in here, and that is where you go, because we've got the Win64 shipping launch application just here. Anyway, after you've done all that, just launch the game using the AFW UEVR, import the profile, change your DLSS settings, and then inject into the game, and have a good time. Thanks for watching. Hope I've been some help. Take care. Bye bye now. Bye bye.